you ever texted your friend the address to the Mitochondria Appreciation Club meeting for that night, and your phone autocorrected the spelling error to a totally different location? Sometimes mistakes like this occur in your DNA. These are called mutations.
J-Ro the Science Bro. J-Ro the Science Bro. Science rules. J-Ro the Science Bro. Inertia is a property of matter. J-Ro T-minus 7 seconds. J-Ro the Science Bro.
Brought to you by the OH Financing Group, offering bonds for life.
Our bodies are made up of a hierarchy of organ systems, organs, tissues, and cells. Each one of us is made of up to 70 trillion cells.
70 trillion!
70 trillion!
70 trillion!
70 trillion! 70 trillion. Most of the cells contain an identical chain of DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid. This hereditary material is found in the nucleus of the cell, and is therefore called nuclear DNA. It's what makes us who we are. It's what gives us our brown eyes, blonde hair, brown hair, blue eyes, or tallness or shortness. Welcome to the Science Lab of Science. Scientists have done a lot of research on DNA in the past century. Two scientists named Watson and Crick figured out that DNA is shaped like a double ladder, known as a double helix. If you take a look at our DNA ladder of science right here, you can see the double helix shape. Each step in the ladder is made up of two chemicals called bases. There are 4 nitrogenous bases that form 2 possible pairs. Adenine bonds with thymine, and cytosine bonds with guanine, as you can see from our foam blocks of science. These pairs have different chemical structures that restrict them to only bond with each other. In DNA, they're monogamous.
Hey Adenine, wanna go out sometime?
No, guanine, I only bond with thymine.
If there are only 4 bases and 2 possible pairs, then how does DNA code for all the different things in our body?
Well, human DNA has 3 billion base pairs, and the order of them codes for the information that builds and maintains the human body so that it can do fun things like swing. Proteins are biological macromolecules that perform a variety of functions in the body. They catalyze metabolic reactions, replicate DNA, respond to stimuli, and transport molecules from one location to another. DNA codes for the production of these proteins in the body. In the nucleus, DNA is converted to mRNA in a process called transcription. This piece of genetic material floats into the cytoplasm and instructs the production of proteins through a process called translation. In translation, the mRNA is read in groups of 3 bases called codons. A ribosome moves along the mRNA, reading each codon and creating a chain of corresponding amino acids. Each one of these bases in a codon is vital in presenting the right amino acid. For example, AUG codes for methionine, CTT codes for leucine, GUU codes for valine, AUU codes for isoleucine, CGU codes for arginine, UGU codes for cysteine, TTC codes for alanine, GAA codes for glutamic acid, GGG codes for tryptophan, TAC codes for tyrosine.
But what happens if something goes wrong in the process and a different sequence is created?
The topic of base pairs being changed or altered is called point mutations. And that's really the point of this video.
Oh, Jess.
The body, in its infinite wisdom, anticipated small mess-ups by allowing some changes in the sequence to code for the same nucleic acid. For example, cytosine, uracil, guanine, or CUG codon codes for the amino acid leucine. If a mistake was made and it was copied as CUA, CUC, or even CUU, the mRNA would still code for leucine, and the protein made by the ribosome would function correctly. Since these resulting sequences cause no difference in the protein, this change is known as silent mutation. Shh. However, some changes to the codon can create codons for different amino acids. This causes the ribosome to make the wrong sequence of amino acids, and therefore, often, a dysfunctional protein. Much like the dysfunctional monkey bars of science here that aren't quite high enough for me. This is known as missense substitution. There are specific codons that tell the ribosome to stop coding, known as a stop codon. When a point mutation occurs and a codon is incorrectly replicated, creating a stop codon, the amino acid and chain is prematurely cut off. This results in a truncated, incomplete, and usually non-functional protein product. This is known as nonsense substitution. When one base is not copied from the DNA to the mRNA, deletion occurs. When an extra base is copied, insertion occurs. Both deletion and insertion result in a frame shift. All of the codons are changed as the sequence shifts to the left or right. This changes the protein in its entirety, often making it useless.
Oh, hi. My name is Dr. Kaufman. I'm a geneticist studying cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis is a disease causing a buildup of thick, sticky mucus that can damage the body's organs. Usually, mucus acts as a slippery substance to lubricate and protect the linings of the airways, digestive system, and other organs. But in people with cystic fibrosis, the body produces mucus that is abnormally thick and sticky. It can clog the airways, cause infections and cysts in the lungs, and lead to chronic digestive system problems. Cystic fibrosis is caused by a point mutation. A protein called the CTFR, cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulator, controls the movement of the water and salt into and out of the body's cells. When a point mutation occurs in the DNA that codes for the production of this protein is not created properly, and cystic fibrosis occurs, causing thick, sticky mucus and very salty sweat. Treatment can ease symptoms and reduce complications. However, currently, there is no cure for cystic fibrosis. But with advancing genetic practices, scientists like you or I may one day find the cure to this and many other genetic diseases.
When letters change, I'm not the same. Cystic fibrosis, the disease's name. I can't breathe in, it's difficult. Autosomal recessive 2-point mutated genes affect my CFTR proteins. Without a cure, I don't have long to live. Whoa, my lungs, liver, pancreas, kidneys, intestines feel like they're drowning all the time. My mucuses are too thick, sweat, digestive fluids inherited through genetics. CFTR's defective. Whoa, whoa, mucoviscidosis, my diagnosis. Mucoviscidosis.
That's too big and it was so funny. It was so funny. You have to Ow, I hurt my throat.
Both deletion and insertion.
What are you doing?
The recording.
Why are you trying to record it?
When one guys.